Giving blood is one of the easiest ways to make a difference in the world. Doesn't cost you anything, just a little time. You go in, and we're going to talk about that idea today with the Blood Bank of Delmarva. We've got Tony Prado, the communications specialist. And Tony, what is going on right now with the things you guys need the most?
Yeah, Charlie, Leah, it's great to see you. Happy March, happy spring.
Yes.
So we are in a precarious position right now. It's early spring and we're just getting out of winter, thank God. But some of our critical blood types are a little low. We're at a 2 to 3 day level for what we call the core 4. That's your O negative, O positive, A negative, and B negative. I made the list, B negative. And if you want to add the, if you want to call the Fab 5, that you add A positive to that list. But those 4 are at a 2 to 3 day level. Ideally, we like to have a 5 to 7 day supply of blood for all the local hospitals in the Delmarva Peninsula. So that's where we are right now.
And what is the reason for needing that bigger supply? Well, where is the danger there?
So those blood types that I mentioned have a lot of versatility. O negative is the universal donor. O positive is also a universal in that it can go to a lot of people. 85% of the population is RH positive. So you're seeing the paramedics use it more and more in addition to the hospitals. So that's kind of like one more mouth to feed, so to speak. Sussex County paramedics, Kent County, and Newcastle County paramedics. And then over top of all that, just last month, we started working with Delaware State Police.
Oh, wow.
And the aviation unit is now carrying whole blood on their helicopter that'll fly you to the Trauma 1 Unit Center at Christiana Hospital upstate if you are in serious shape and you're bleeding to death. And O positive is, it's called low titer O positive blood. Think of it as a synonym for O negative in layman's terms.
Sure.
It can go to a lot of people. And so that's why, now that we're seeing more activity out in the field, not just the hospitals, but also the paramedics and state police, we've seen an uptake in usage. Yeah. And so those core 4, O positive, O negative, and also B negative and A negative, those are also very versatile when it comes to surgeries and also the children's hospital and some of the needs that those kids have. So that's where we are.
Important stuff.
Absolutely. And it's, like you said, it's easy, it's quick, it's painless to donate blood. So if folks who know their blood type and they fall into those sort of critical categories, where should they go and how should they get in touch with you to donate blood?
So just go to delmarvablood.org.
Nice and easy.
Or just call 188-8-BLOOD-8. And I would just say, I want to shout out to Delmar High School, having a blood drive. And also, we get to all the high schools, Sussex Tech, Sussex Central, Cape and Lopin does a great job, Indian River. And those are important in addition to the colleges, like Delaware Tech, Wilmington University, University of Delaware, Del State, you name it. Because we're trying to increase the 16 to 24 demographic and also the 25 to 34 demographic. You got to get those young donors in the door and involved, because as the older donors age out, because of medicine or health conditions, you got to figure out how to replace them.
Makes sense.
And those young donors, once you find out how easy it really is to do it, once you realize, hey, this is not a big deal and it can help people, you can tend to try to hold on to them as they age a little bit.
Exactly. Even if it's a high school kid just trying to get out of class, donating.
That was me. I've been there.
Hold on, give this camera one here for a second. Did you hear that, high school kids? An easy way to get out of class and help people.
Almost got out of my English final.
Go donate a little bit of blood.
Exactly. And hopefully they have a great experience and they'll keep coming back, like you said, Charlie. And once they learn how great an impact they've had on the community and how they're helping people in the hospitals, they have a great experience. They remember that going forward, and they come back and see it. I've seen it. I just saw Julia Nowacek at the Padua Academy blood drive up in Wilmington, and she has 4 donations at the age of 18.
Amazing.
This kid's a senior. I didn't have 4 donations till I was like my mid 40s. So she's ahead of me.
Well, and it means so much because you never know when it's going to be you that actually needs to be on the receiving end of it. I know I myself, I had a surgery a year ago, and you don't know that that's going to happen.
Exactly.
Most of the time, these are not planned situations. So you are really not only protecting the community, you're potentially protecting yourself and your family.
Exactly right. Surgeries like that, you never know when there's going to be an urgent need for blood. That's a big part of our mission. In addition to car accidents and traumas where you're in an emergency situation, those scheduled surgeries are big. Cancer patients, anemia, sickle cell, there's so many reasons that you can give blood and help people in the hospitals.
Yeah, I mean, it's such an easy way to be a hero for the day. So if maybe a school is interested in putting on a blood drive, how can they do that? Should they get in touch with you? Do you guys help organize that?
Yeah, they're on delmarvablood.org, the website I mentioned. There's a form you can fill out if you're interested in holding a blood drive. Perfect. And that's important because you got to partner with as many people and organizations in the community as possible.
Fantastic.
Well, I want to challenge some of the school administrators out there and some of the kids out there, those 18 plus, like that age group. Go get involved with this because, as we said, it can save lives and it can make a difference.
Exactly. And thanks for getting the word out because, like I said, we just got out of the winter doldrums and people are still coming out of their winter slumber. But thank God it's spring. March is a great month. I'm wearing my green pants for St. Patrick's Day coming up.
Love to see it.
I'm just getting in the spirit.
Fantastic. Well, Tony, thank you so much for coming in and sharing, the blood drive's mission and the blood bank of Delmarva.